from the art class. My digital arts class is working on our company. My company name is Sa'at, and my products, and you guys get to work on products, are creative portraits, Bible verse photography prints on greeting cards and magnets, food photography, and a video channel. So I'll go over to my video channel here, and how to make pasta with Jaden Smith is in Cambodia is that. This is a Google drawing that I'm doing my presentation on. I'm on number 4th product is angel sculpture and pottery. There's photos of that. Number 5th product is bracelets with natural shells that I'll be making today in class with my students. And I found these natural shells from the beach that have holes in them all ready to go. I'll put those on the string, and then to see if I want to paint them and design them, I'll photograph them and add them on my presentation. And canvas paintings with art verses personalized to order. That's the one I'm working on right now. So what I did for you guys is I put one of my favorite verses, press on towards the goal of heavenward in Jesus Christ. I did it in a font I liked, designed with a Sharpie marker. Now I'm gonna do what I did on this painting, which actually is a commission work for Christy at Fellowship Church in Madison. She's right there writing her book. She actually is the first woman, she said, to write a book on how pornography can be addictive to women as well. And this is my background that I'm going to show you how to do on your verse now. And we're going to work together. So that shows the spiritual battle. There'll be some demons over there battling this this warrior. Okay, so that's a commission work, but I wanted you to see the background, because that, my friends, is the controlled drip in acrylic paint. And since we're working on a canvas, we're gonna do the controlled drip with acrylic paint. All right, so let me show you how. And if you guys know me, we have our colors in rainbow color order: RGB, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So I want you guys to get used to when we run out, we'll be mixing our own colors, and I'm only gonna get us red, yellow, and blue, the primary colors for the rest of the school year. So that way you guys can mix and start to create your own colors. And I'm gonna make my favorite color, periwinkle, which is just adding a little bit of blue, because the darker colors are always a little more overpowering than the lighter colors. So if you're using these acrylics, you shake them up. These are the least expensive acrylics. And what I'm showing you is on a canvas or on your sculpture. When we paint your sculpture, guys, I want you to squeeze the acrylic right onto either your canvas or your clay project, so that way you don't waste any of the paint, especially if you're working with those. We'll be working with your metallics. All right, next you're gonna get your tool, which is a paintbrush. You know I like the Chinese landscape brushes, and some water. So I'm showing you the supplies and how quick it is to get. I always tell my class to have tissues or paper towels, so in case you make a mess, you could clean it up. Now if you put something underneath you, you could drip right over the edge, and that's what I want you to do for gallery wrap canvas, is go right over the edge, so it takes away the need to frame it. And you paint right over the edge. So we'll start with that. Now if you go over your name or your font too much, with too much color, you're gonna have to go over it again with the Sharpie when it's dry. Do not, I repeat, do not use the Sharpie on wet canvas, because you will destroy my Sharpies. Our class is Sharpies, so don't do it. So I'm gonna have to wait for this to be totally dry in order to go over where I'm covering up my font. So I'm going back and forth, blending or feathering, and if I want to leave that cloudy look down there, I'll go right over my name and I'll re-sign it with a thin Sharpie afterwards when it's fully dry. Now I've mixed my blue, purple, and white to make my favorite color, periwinkle. I'm going to start here with the darker colors, and I keep dunking in water, friends, to make sure you're doing the light. I told you, darker color is more overpowering, right? And you're using lots of water now. I'm going to start with the cloudy look. I'm adding lots of water now, and I'm just using water to do the control drip in acrylic. I'm going to go right over my edges. I like the cloudy look, so I'm going to keep it going, and I'm just adding water. And I've taught my class how to do the control drip with watercolor, but now we're doing it with a different media, acrylic. So I want to make sure that, ooh, look at how nice and wet that is, so I can then use the drip and drip it to my advantage in the direction I want the control drip to go. All right, you see that nice puddle there? If you don't like the way the paint looks, where it's thick, you gotta get it. I'm gonna have the brush strokes like a Van Gogh shown in a cloudy direction. And you see that nice cloud? Ooh, I'm gonna put the camera down and show you how we're gonna do this now. Because we are gonna do the drip. And how to do that, I need my hands. So I'm gonna put this camera down and just hope for the best, my friends. All right, so here we go. What I'm gonna do is drip. The control drip, there it is. I'm gonna rock it back and forth. Ooh. I really hope that I have the camera not upside down, but if it is upside down, I am dripping this back and forth and rocking the control drip in the direction I want it to go. Okay, let's see how it came. And some people do the acrylic drip, is really, really popular in using chemicals like different soaps and alkaline. And I even got some of that stuff from Lowe's. Now, if you want it to be splotchy like that, leave it. And if you don't like that cloudy look, what I'm going to do is drip it a little more. Okay, so I'm working with the drip, dripping it in this direction. And I'm simply going back and forth with my drip. Say you don't want the pink to stay unblended, then you're going to have to go back with some water. All right, so we're working with the control drip, blending, and we're doing, see, I'm dabbing some water on there so that way I could drip it. We're going right over a Sharpie, so we're doing layering, and this is ending up being mixed media, and the drip is going in the way I want it to go now. And like I said, we're doing this without chemicals. Some people like to squirt a little bit of hand soap that has chemicals on it and see it bubble up, and add some water bubbles and see what happens. So you guys feel free to experiment and show me how yours came. And I'm just gonna keep dripping that back and forth till I get the desired result. Can't wait to see yours.